Hey guys, it's Weihe here in my living room with Macallie. Macallie. I want to talk to you guys about. Alright, she's done. But there's been a lot of stuff going on in gaming lately. Just a lot of new games, a lot of old games coming back, a lot of cool stuff going on in the gaming world. It's just makes me think about the world in general, things that have been going on in general, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of new games coming out that just don't have the spark. They feel like they're pushed out, one and done, things like that. And then I started to kind of relate. Relate has been a big thing of mine lately. I've been relating to a lot of things together, to one another. I just saw an article about how the sales of motorcycles are going down, and a lot of it has to do with there's a lot of really well-built motorcycles that still are running really well, and there's no point for people to buy something new when they already have a perfectly running motorcycle. And part of that is because things don't change that much with motorcycles, right? The specs from older motorcycles compared to newer motorcycles are barely any kind of significant change at all. It's just, it looks a little different. It does the job. It might be, a split second quicker in the quarter mile, might have 2 more horsepower, something like that. But then you're like, why would I buy the new bike when mine's fast as crap? Would I want to go faster? Maybe, but do I really need to? In this day and age, the economy, it's hard to afford things. Everything's expensive. Everything's kind of weighed against the industry right now. And then everybody's going electric, or they're trying to push electric with cars and motorcycles. I mean, they're already starting that. They've been doing cars for a while, but motorcycles, Harley Davidson and stuff like that, have been trying to get more electric bikes sold. And 90% of the riders don't really want to use an electric motorcycle. They want to drive a motorcycle. Like a vroom vroom, exhaust, smelly, loud motorcycle. They want to feel like they're riding something very powerful and have the feedback of the engine like it's a living, breathing animal. Just some kind of something about it, you know what I mean? That you cannot replace with electric. And the way I'm trying to tie that to gaming is there's just a lot of games that do things very well, that are very established, that do what they do best. Like Fortnite does what it does best, and you can't really make another Fortnite. Elden Ring does what it does best. Can't really make an Elden Ring again. They've tried over and over again. It's really hard to do the exact same thing. Even in MMOs, you've got World of Warcraft. Final Fantasy XIV is great. One of the best MMOs. It's really good at what it does. And it's different from WoW. But WoW, World of Warcraft, if you didn't know what WoW was, it has something special about it that's really hard to replicate. And somebody has to do something different later, and it's just there to make it even good. They have to come up with their own idea to make it really good. It's kind of like motorcycles. There's little tiny advancements that don't really stick, and people are like, why would I play this new game that's like an old game? But I'm having more fun with the old game, and I'm more established with the old game. I understand the old game. I've spent most of my life playing this old game, and then it keeps coming up with updates, and all they gotta do is update the old game to make it just as good as whatever the new game has that it doesn't. Does that make sense? So, in my motorcycle, if I want more power, like if the next motorcycle that comes out, that's basically my bike, like the next generation of my bike has 5 more horsepower. I can take my old bike and make it faster. I can put an exhaust, an intake, tune, all that, and make it faster than the next 2 generations that come out after that. The amount of investment people have to make for getting into new games and all that is something that's just harder to do nowadays because of the prices of everything. Rent, gas, you name it, food. A bag of baby carrots. A bag of baby carrots probably costs just as much as a McDonald's value meal did back in the day. And when I say back in the day was a Wednesday, and it was probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't know. Anyways, I think just the way things are going, that it's getting harder for people to want to try new things or buy new things or invest in new things in any way with time, money, whatever, commitment, all that stuff. It doesn't help when new games are being expensive, hard to access. When I see a video game trailer nowadays, kind of seen this before. You know, it's just gonna take more time for us to get some games that are just like, wow, that's innovative. That's amazing. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. I've never seen this before. It's getting that way with me. Now, it took some time for me to be like, okay, this is just like the last game I played. Now it's inevitable, right? It's just the way things go. Eventually, you've seen it all. It's how it feels. But that makes the new stuff that's actually fresh and imaginative and amazing and like next level game changer stuff, that makes that stuff way more impactful. And that's when I'm like, take my money, right? And it is inevitable. The more ideas that are created, the harder it is to create something new. And guys, that's the video. Don't worry about liking and subscribing. I know reverse psychology is pretty cool. But thanks for watching, and until next time, way hey, ow!